in here. Oh, everybody's getting logged in. Everybody's getting logged in. I still haven't figured out how to set up the YouTube shit where I can actually like jump into this at the same time. But I mean, hey, it is what it is, fam. It is what it fucking is. You know what I'm saying? All right, I got that all set up. That's all good to go. That's all good to go. Now I'm just gonna sit here and chill until somebody shows up. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. How are you? We're gonna try to be as enthusiastic as possible today. What's up, Zero? What's up, friend? You're the first person in the chat today. At least the first person I've seen. Hope you're doing well, friend. Hope you're doing well. I think we got a song from you in the lineup tonight for sure. I think we got Baby Metal in here somewhere. What's going on, Jessica? How are you? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're rested after the show last night. Well, you should be, because this shit ended at like 9:40. You should be, because it was definitely an early night. I was very surprised at how early. There was 4 bands that played last night, and the whole thing was done by like 9:45. I don't know if that was like a noise thing, because the last time we went to a show in that same place on the same day of the week, like it was later. So I don't know, it just was over really, really fast. But yeah, there was very little lag time between the bands last night, but everybody had great sets though. Everybody had great sets. Steve, good to see you. Anna Bus, good to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. Terry, good to see you as well. I hope everybody's doing well. Looks like we already got a pretty full lineup, so I don't know if we have like much room to add to the lineup tonight. Some things might have to get moved and done tomorrow, I think, maybe, potentially, but that's okay. We are going to be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to say it on the front side so that way I don't forget. We're going to stream tomorrow probably once. We're probably going to start around 7, I think, and we're just going to try to go as long as possible, I think, tomorrow. We're just going to do one stream tomorrow, and then I think we are going to take a break for a minute after that. So we will not be back on Sunday, and I do not think that we're going to stream next week during the week. My plan is to try to get caught up on some other things, but to not live stream next week. So I will still be doing reactions. I will still be recording reactions off stream is my goal, to try to get caught back up on a couple other things and just try to give myself a little bit of a mental break, because the live streams lately have becoming a bit of a stress for me, and I don't really like that. I want to get back to the point where the live streams are not stressful. So we're going to get through today, and we're going to get through tomorrow, then we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we will come back. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling today, guys. That's what I'm saying. I hate to come into a live stream with just such low energy, and to be not really in the proper headspace, but we're going to give it our best foot forward today. I am excited to listen to some new music. I just haven't really been feeling like myself lately, and I'm just trying to kind of get back to that a little bit, before it gets too much worse than it's already getting. And I feel like it's just getting dramatically worse every day. So yeah, that's kind of how we're feeling today. And I got 11 songs to get through today. Got a lot of shit to do. What's going on, Russ? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Pixie, good to see you as well, friend. Hope you are doing well. Let's see. Did you throw Angel in the pit? No, he avoided the pit. We in this particular time, the first time I went to this venue, at the last show that we went to as the group, we were like in the back part, on like the row in the back, And then this time we were like on the back. We were on the opposite side of the sound booth this time. So we were like on the front side. And we were up like against the wall. So like there was like no going behind, right? And the pit kept kind of getting pushed to the corners where Angel had to kind of do a little, you know, a little stance a couple of times to kind of make sure that nothing wild was going to happen. You know what I mean? But there was pretty much some... I would say definitely during a Hot Milk set, there was pretty much constant circle pits going the whole entire time. So that was a lot of fun. They had an amazing set. The band from the local band, I'm going to forget their fucking name off the top of my head, but they had a really great fucking set too. And then South Arcade, the opener of the whole thing, they fucking kind of blew me away a bit. You know what I mean? They sounded really great. They sounded really great live. And they had a bunch of dudes up there jumping. A bunch of guys up there jumping. So yeah, everybody, and especially Magnolia Park, had a great set. I put up a video in my stories on Instagram already from last night. So they had a good set, and the energy you could see in that video was pretty much a constant thing. Like there was crowd surfing the whole time. There was one girl who got up there and like legitly kind of crowd surfed at some point. Yeah, it was a great show. Everybody had great sets. There was a little bit of sound problems, but that was kind of consistent across the bands. But minor stuff. Everybody sounded pretty damn great. And of course, like, you know, little things happen, and I don't expect shows to be perfect. You know what I mean? So I think overall it was a really enjoyable evening. Nobody got hurt. Somebody did slip, but everybody kind of stopped in a minute. Again, circle pits are not... Depending on where you are, like, you know, people aren't trying to really hurt people. And this is one of those situations where nobody was trying to hurt nobody. And so, like, as soon as somebody, like, slipped, everybody kind of stopped to make sure that that person was okay. They got up real quick and everything was cool. And, you know, they went about the fun in the pit. You know what I mean? There were some old guys up in there, too. There was, we saw some well... you know, well-seasoned chicken in the pit this time. You know what I'm saying? There was a cheetah. There was Chester the cheetah in the pit this time, and there was a unicorn. So yeah, it was a great show. It was a great show. It was a good night in Baltimore last night for sure. Let's see. Oh, it looks like we got an artist friend already in the chat today. Shrink the Giant. 3 members of Shrink the Giant are here in the chat. Wow. Well, thank you guys for showing up and hanging out with us tonight. We will definitely start with your song then tonight, since you're hanging out with us. We had you already in the list. So yeah, we'll definitely start with the song TikTok, which looks like a new song from you guys. So definitely excited to check that out. I am new to your music. I haven't listened to anything, so I'm sure some people in the family, because they shared it in the Discord, I'm sure some people have already jumped in and checked your guys' stuff out. So I'm sure that you already have a couple of fans already amongst the group already in the family, but I'm sure we're looking to make some more today. So I'm excited to check out your guys' music for sure. Diva, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, friend. Angel, what's up, friend? I was just talking about you. They were asking if I threw you in the pit last night, buddy, and I was like, nah. I said he was holding him back. You know what I mean? He had like this little pose there for a hot minute where he was right on the edge. Like the person in front of Angel was the last person who didn't want to be involved, type of shit. You know what I mean? Why they were standing there right there on the edge, I don't know. Well, like I said, it kind of kept getting pushed back to us. You know, it kept getting bigger as the night went on. So that's a good sign. Though. Sebastian, what's up, friend? Another friend from Shrink the Giant. Happy to have you here. It's 3 a.m. over there where Shrink the Giant is. Oh no shit. Well, appreciate y'all hanging out in the middle of the night for sure. Let's not waste any time and just try to check out you guys' music for sure. Let me get you guys up. Make sure we're all pulled up over here. Cool. We're recording. We're ready to rock and roll. Sarah, what's up, friend? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Any other friends over on the Twitch side of life that I didn't see? Alternate Envy, good to see you, friend. I didn't say hi to you. I see Maul over on the Twitch side as well. I hope you're doing well, Maul. And Sebastian. We already said hi to you. Okay, that's the double. Okay, cool. I think we said hello to everybody who's popped up. B-dubs, what's up? I don't think I said hi to you yet, though. We got your song on the list too, friend. We got your song in the list for tonight as well. It's actually 6 p.m. where we are. Not too late. Okay, cool. All right, maybe one of the bands was supposed to be like joining in the middle of the night. I think there was supposed to be potentially another artist that was supposed to be joining. So, oh, they're from Utah. Oh, this is the band from Utah. Okay, yeah. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. My best friend was born in Utah. He doesn't like to tell people that, but he was born there. He only lived there for like a month or two before that his parents moved. So, but he technically was born in Utah. So he's technically a Utah native. So. Shout out to Utah. I've only been there once. And it was, again, me and my best friend, middle of the nowhere. We were trying to go to Four Corners. It was the middle of the night, and we didn't realize it was closed type shit. Like, it was blocked off, whatever. Don't know. We're idiots. And we tried doing that, and then he was like, hey, we should, like, just get off on this old beaten road that's, like, this old dusty-ass road, and we should just, like, drive until we get into Utah just to say that we went to Utah. So we did that. We saw a rattlesnake, and we almost got, like, you know, I don't know, snatched up by aliens or something like that, probably, in the middle of nowhere. But that's the last time I went to Utah, and I'm definitely planning on trying to go back, because, like, I have not seen as much of, like, that part of the western United States. So I definitely would like to see more at some point in time. So yeah, shout out to Utah. Shout out to Utah. Just a heads up, it's not rock per se, but I will believe that it passed the bar. Again, we don't discriminate around here. You know what I'm saying? You know, obviously we would like women more in like rock band settings, but again, alternative, pop, whatever the fuck, you know, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's women, as long as it's a woman, you know what I'm saying? You know, at the head of the thing, you know what I'm saying? That's really all that matters. Because, like, you know, we do Aurora almost every Wednesday too, and you know, I wouldn't necessarily consider her music rock, if you will. So again, we don't discriminate like that. We kind of have a theme, but it doesn't really matter as long as it's supporting the ladies in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's really the ultimate goal every Wednesday. So all right, I'm not gonna waste any more time. We already got friends here. Shout out to them for hanging out with us in the chat for sure. I got the wrong song pulled up, Steve. Got the wrong one pulled up. Let me pick it on the actual song. I need to. Shrink the Giant. The song is called TikTok. 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 Not TikTok. TikTok. Man, I can't talk. Okay, I see Steve with exclamation points. What's going on, friend? What's up? Am I missing something? Or is it because I had the wrong song? I think we're good now, though. Oh, Basic Hidden Truth are on Twitch. What's up, friends? What is up? I hope y'all are doing well. We're going to get to your song in just a second. We are starting with Shrink the Giant. We got the train rolling, and we're going to get in your song right after this. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with us for sure. They're the 3 a.m. ones. Now I feel bad. Oh, my God. Now I feel bad. Do I need to switch it up, guys? Oh, man. This is terrible. This is a terrible problem to have. Well, it's a good problem to have, but it's terrible. No problem. We're awake. Let's go. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Let's check out some Shrink the Giant TikTok. All right, I promise, guys. I'm normally better than this. I promise I normally am. It's gonna be a wild ride tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Let's go ahead and check this shit out. There is like way too much happy energy in this shit already. I'm fucking with the vibes for sure. Back and forth, up and down, we just
Complications, an explosive game. Don't think you know me cause you know my name. We keep on talking, 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 talking away. What do I say? Oh, I hope you know, want you to stick around a minute, please don't go. I had to stay so I could show. I had to know just what you know. You needed time to mull it over in your mind. We'll be alright. You'll see that everything will all work out in time. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. I'll call.
Oh my god. Okay, so I think the thing I like the most about this song already is the fact that it's like so unorthodox. You know what I mean? I feel like you don't know where it's gonna go, and I feel like it's such a great way. You know, I feel like a lot of times like songs are a little bit too predictable. And I feel like this is a great example of like there's no predictability about it at all. You know what I mean? Like every kind of second of the way it changes like I guess like just different feelings that you have like throughout it. Like some parts it just makes you just kind of feel happy hearing it, and other parts like it makes you just really like think about like what they're actually saying in the lyrics. So it's an array of emotion I was not prepared for, but this is how you start off a stream for sure. This is great energy. I love this for sure.
I'll crawl inside your mind if you will let me. Oh, I really wanna know what I'm missing, what I'm risking. I'll open up my skull for easy screaming, while the little rower show the sign of slowing. Danger is growing. Oh, I hope you know, want you to.
Like that part right there, we have like this part where it's like this buildup of energy to a drop, and it's like, and it like this, like I said, the energy is like it just shifts in a way where it kind of plays with your brain a little bit. When you're expecting high energy from a chorus, so that's what traditionally would happen, right? You know, the build up to the anthem, you know what I mean? But we have a build up to a slow it down, you know what I mean? That shit's fucking fire.
Oh, I hope you know, want you to stick around a minute, please don't go. I had to stay so I could show. I had to know just what you know. You needed time to mull it over in your mind.
I love it. I love how the rest of the band is like singing to her like she's the mental patient, right? So like she's getting the lobotomy done, like everything is about that something's wrong with her, right? And so like they're like the doctors and like the caregivers or whatever in the mental institution that are like singing you like the what you need to know. You know what I mean? I fuck with that energy, fam. I see what they did there. I like that a lot.
In your mind, we'll be alright. You'll see that everything will all work out in time. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Just keep talking.
And that little guitar riff, I'm such a sucker for that shit too, fam. Like that little high pitched little like just simpleness in the background. Oh, I love that register. Like whatever that like that distortion level that they do to make that kind of sound. It's like some of like my favorite riffs. I have like specific songs in my mind where like there's just moments where like a little solo or whatever is just kind of played with that specific sound. So again, I'm a kind of a huge sucker for that shit. So like no matter what kind of riff you throw in there, if it sounds like that, I'm probably gonna fuck with it.
Replay. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh.
Oh my god. Okay. All right, let me go back. We gotta make sure. We hit subscribe, thumbs up. Again, guys, we're gonna give you the friendly reminder. Remember, if it has a red heart on it, that means the band or the artists themselves have already liked that comment. So all you gotta do is just hit the thumbs up and boost. You don't even have to read what they said because the band already did. You know what I mean? You don't even have to waste your time. You can just sit here and boost all day long. I promise you guys, this is gonna push this song to the next person who needs to hear it. I promise you. This is really, I see this stuff work every fucking day. So you just gotta make sure you give them a little love and support, a little bit of boosting, each and every time, and we're gonna give this one a bunch of flames with a teddy for sure. Overall, I love the sound of this. I love the energy. I love the video concept. I think that you get to see some of the band's personality. I think just for sure in the video of them just having a good time making this concept of this video for sure. And I think that it was entertaining. It made me smile. It made me laugh at times. And the song itself is just like right in my wheelhouse. You know, I don't really discriminate on genre type period. So I either really like rock with it or I don't, you know what I mean? So, and this is one of those things where I love everything about the sound of this. You know what I mean? It gives me all like the happy energy vibes of what I'm looking for. So I don't have much else to say about it other than the fact that I fuck with this heavy, and I don't know if they got other songs out there, but I need to listen to more for sure. I want to say that either Terry or Russ was the ones who introduced this artist to our world. So shout out to both of them. Just if they weren't, shout out to both of you guys in the first place. And shout out to Steve too, you know, shout out to you, bro, for all the work you do with this stuff as well. So for sure, guys, make sure you go give Strength the Giant some love for sure. Tell them how much you like this song, how much you fuck with their music, how much you fuck with the state of with the state of Utah. And I think that's all I got for this one, guys. Be kind to a stranger, tell somebody that you love them, and if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. No problem at all, friends. No problem at all. Yeah, song's great. How much stuff you guys got? How much you guys got out there in the world? Let's see. Okay, they got a few songs out here. It seems. Okay, maybe some older stuff. So maybe we got some more new music coming. Is that what the plan is? I don't know, but I'm interested. I'm interested. I'm engaged, and I'm gonna keep up to date now. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, we'll get this reaction put out for you in the next couple of days, hopefully. And yeah, for sure. I'm trying to be better about trying to get these things out a little bit sooner rather than later. We got a bunch to get out, guys. I know. If you guys got reaction requests out there where you're like, man, how come that one never made it onto the internet yet? It's my bad. They're coming, I promise. We'll be releasing a whole bunch of new music this year. That is awesome to hear. Love to hear it. Russ has 2 Utah bands in a week. Steve says a vocalist is over here in Twitch land. Oh, well, shout out to you for hanging out on the Twitch side of life, friends. You know, we're new to the Twitch side, so we're trying to expand over there a little bit. You know what I mean? So we've been doing Twitch for like what, 2 weeks now, 2-3 weeks, something like that. It hadn't been very long, maybe a month. Stoked to hear some of the other stuff you have queued up for tonight. Yes, well, we got Vase of Hidden, Half Dead Awake is up next. I believe this is our friends hanging out with us from Switzerland. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for hanging out just, you know, outside of where I'm at, you know what I mean? Outside of the North America, and just hanging out with us from a whole different country. So that's cool as fuck, man. That is so damn cool. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us for tonight. Oh, what's up, Grimfell? What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. See, you got a new mask there, buddy. I see you got a new mask. Is that going to be? Are you gonna make an appearance? Is that going to make an appearance in one of your new songs coming out soon? We shall have to see, friends. We shall have to see. B-Dub says the Twitch streams is about 10 seconds ahead of YouTube. Yes, apparently YouTube is very lagged compared to Twitch. So don't know why. Don't ask me. You guys, you chill where you want to chill. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's jump into the second artist of the night. Let's keep things moving. We got Vase of Hidden. Shout out to them. Hanging out with us already, again, from Switzerland. So that is so damn cool that they're hanging out with us again today in the background with the chat. Half Dead Awake is a song we're checking out today. Again, new artist to me. Looks like this song is about 3 weeks old, so it's a brand new song out there to the great wide world, so you already know what to do. Make sure if you fuck with this, which you're probably gonna, because if you're gonna watch it, you probably already know that it's great, so you know what to do. We'll talk about it again. We'll talk about it more. Cook on that second time, baby. I love how they let that cook. I was sitting there thinking to myself, I was like, man, this riff is pretty damn fire. Where it's like there's just something about it where it just kind of sounds like, I don't even know. The word that came to mind was triumphant, and I don't think that's the right word. It's not the right word, but it's the word that came to mind in the moment. But it's just like it catches you in this way where you're just like, I like it, and I like the fact again where I had to pause it where like they're still cooking on that riff, you know what I mean? They're like, we're letting it rock on it. That's so fire. And then instantaneously I was like, this is totally my bag when it comes to lyrical stuff. You know what I mean? I'm a big sucker for emo shit, and then even though this is not necessarily emo, I feel like this is emo adjacent. You know what I mean? I know. I'm bringing emo back, guys. I'm bringing emo back. I'm throwing it a lot of things in the category that don't necessarily fall in there. But again, I think this is kind of like emo adjacent lyrics, so it's definitely in my bag for sure. Low-key crazy. That's so fire that they put low-key in a lyric. And they're not even American either. That's so fucking fire. That's so fucking fire. That's some hard-ass slang right there. Shout out to them, man. Low-key fire.
There's this malicious voice in our head that is so fucking hard to turn off.
Talk to him, fam. Talk to him. That's why I said earlier that this is like emo adjacent. Because it's like, I feel like all the lyrics in this are like that back and forth, that 50-50, like the good times and the bad times in your brain. Where like, even though like the things that seem too good to be untrue, like too good to be true, you know what I'm saying? So you like make sure that like something bad will happen, or that like, you know, you create your own problems, you know, borrow your own trouble, if you will. Which I think is pretty fucking emo. It's pretty fucking emo, if I'm being honest about it. Turning off that brain, turning off that voice in your head is so fucking hard to turn off. She said it just right there. It's so hard to turn that shit off. Don't I fucking know it, fam? Don't I fucking know it? I was talking about this last week on, I can't even remember what song we were talking about. I was talking about the idea of like how easy it is when you want to paint the picture a certain way, how easy it is to make sure that you put the puzzle pieces in a certain place, so that way you will make that picture. And I feel like that's kind of like what I'm taking away from like the story in this, where it's like, I don't know if, does this have a happy ending? You know, is this just a continual struggle? You know what I mean? Or is this reminiscing of the past? But I feel that, because it could be any of those things. She could be happy as can be with whoever this song is about. But it still doesn't change the fact that we feel this way sometimes. And that struggle of like just like self-doubt. And whether or not, like, you know, how much the other person's being honest with you too. The vulnerability of all that. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this the entire lyrics of this one, I feel like it's like the back and forth of like those feelings. You know what I mean?
I think it takes a break, but it just keeps us awake. It keeps on saying, it keeps on saying, it keeps on saying,
love the lyrics of this one. Was so good, yo. I like the fact that they had like this like soft, sad part, like kind of here at the end, before they kind of come back to those that chorus again, where the adrenaline is part of the dream, half dead, half awake. Like I said, that reminds me of everything we've already been talking about with this one, where all the lyrics is that battle back and forth, like, you know, that part of your brain, that the depression, the whatever, all that self-doubt, where it's like, you know, that part of our brain we can't turn off, where it tells us that we're not good enough. It tells us that we don't deserve to have success. It tells us why even try in the first place. Like I said, I feel like this, you can kind of apply this to so many different things. You know, you could apply it to relationships. You could apply it to, you know, in this case, like making music, you know, putting yourself out there just in general. And in any kind of way, it's all that, the things that hold us back from anything that we're trying to pursue in life. You know, they started out things off pretty strong with the fact that they were in snow. I'm a sucker for that shit. Our good buddy Russ was like, we should do a whole stream where like we should just, every music video should be like the theme would be snow night. You know what I mean? Like that it has to be snow in the video, and we just do an entire stream dedicated to that, and that's how we would pick the songs. So again, they're off to a good start with that shit for sure. But the lyrics on this one, for sure. I love the story on this one. I feel this one for sure. I feel like, you know, we started off the night with like positive energy, like uplifting energy, and then like now coming into this one, I'm like, this one's kind of like where I feel like today. It was nice to have that little bit of happy energy, but like this one's more like hitting the soul today. You know what I'm saying? You never know what song is going to affect me in the way that it does. And like I said, I'm not really in the kind of mood to kind of cry today, so it's not going to make me cry. But this is one of those things where I feel this one deep. I feel this one really deep. So yeah, we need to make sure that we do some boosting and supporting for sure for this band. Let's turn this back on. All right, we're already subbed. We're already liked. Again, guys, you know, it's that simple. If the band already liked it, all you gotta do is hit those thumbs up. All you gotta do. I see Yulita on there. What's up, friend? She already liked this one. Cool. Oh, there's our friend Mal too. Oh, look at that. 2 minutes ago. Steve, what's up? Angel, what's up? That's what I'm talking about, friends. That's what I'm talking about. I like to see y'all in there already. We gonna give them some flyer teddies too. And we'll also give them a little bit of snow. Shout out to Face of Hidden. Make sure you guys go and support them. Make sure you go like, subscribe, send the song to your mom, send the song to your dad, send the song to your cousin, and go knock on your neighbor's door, because they definitely need new music in their life. You know what I'm saying? My neighbor's too busy banging hangers, you know, every day around 4 o'clock. I gotta give him some new music, so I'm thinking about sending this one his way, so that maybe he can bang the hanger to this song. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's practicing drums down there. Who knows? That's all I got for this one, guys. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. Oh, right. Let's see. Base of Hidden has given us a little bit of behind the scenes. In this case, it started from a relationship perspective, but it's generally applicable indeed. When something great is happening and we're like, oh, what is the price for this going to be claimed? Yes, I feel that for sure. And, you know, we talk about this a lot on the channel too, about how I feel like, you know, I don't try to necessarily predict what songs are technically about, because I feel like art is open for interpretation. And I feel like sometimes it's pretty direct. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like, you know, there's only one picture that we're painting, and that's clearly a picture of a tree. You know what I mean? So sometimes that it is what happens. But again, I feel like that is the power and the beauty of music, right? Is the fact that you're able to relate things that might have nothing to do with the subject matter to something that might make you feel something, period. So I'm always just thankful for anything that makes me feel anything at all. So, and music is probably the easiest tool for that. So, thank you guys for putting this song out to the world and sharing your art with the world. And I really enjoyed pretty much everything about this. You know what I mean? I liked the blood kind of coming out of the black blood coming out of the ear and all that stuff too. I mean, I had my own interpretation. I think a little bit of kind of what that meant to me. I kind of felt like that is the dark side of your psyche. You know what I mean? Like that, the depression, the black cloud, whatever the fuck you want to call it type thing. That's kind of what I took away from that. Where like, it's kind of like, it's just there inside you, and you really have to, you're kind of like in this battle of always kind of having to listen to that side of your brain and know whether or not you should listen. You know what I mean? Like that's probably the best way I could probably describe it. Is like that voice is never going to go away. You just got to know that like you can't listen to it. If that makes any sense. But I mean, hell, I'm a walking poster child for don't listen to your own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Colorado? Got to do the snow night in Colorado? Yeah. I'll do it at your parents' house. Negative 75-degree weather. My neighbors love NF. They can't get enough of him. So that's what I'm saying, man. Your neighbors need new music. Sometimes you got to put them on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Got to put them on to some new heat. Peter, I don't think I said hi to you either, friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. With all the dogs in the background. Yeah, that'd be the loudest live stream I ever did. There's a whole bunch of in the background all day. All day, all night. All right, Steve. Let me go back in this playlist. Let me go find out what you got in here now. Thank you guys so much, Vase of Hidden. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us. I really appreciate you guys for stopping by, especially in the middle of the night too. It means a lot to us that you came and hang out with us today. So I'm sure you have gained a couple more diehards from the family for sure. Same thing with Shrink the Giant. I'm sure you guys have also gained a couple more diehards in the family today. Right, let me go back in your playlist here, Steve. Since Maul's kind of been having to take care of some other things and hasn't been able to join us as much lately, which again is totally okay. Nothing's wrong with Maul. She's totally doing all right. Steve's been kind of taking over, so Steve, you got to step your game up here, buddy. You got to start putting some more Steve's takeover stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to fill the place. You got to fill the void when Maul's not around. You know what I'm saying, Steve? Maul said, "Oh, he's asking Rodney if we're going to ever get that second podcast going." I'll answer that for him. It's my fault now. It's my fault now. It was his fault for a long time. I'm just fucking around, bro. I'm just fucking around. Nah, it's my fault. It's my fault. We haven't done it. It's my fault. We'll get there. We'll get there. I think not streaming next week will probably help with that as well. You know what I'm saying? That will probably also help. That's one of the goals. All right, Sylvia, we're going to go ahead and move her down. We're going to move her down for now, because if we don't get her today, we'll get her tomorrow. Let's see. Are there any Patreon requests in here? I believe Aurora is a Patreon request. Let's see. Yep, Peter's requests. So we got Aurora, and then we got Ghost Kill. So we got 2 Patreon requests. B-Dubs, you're not a patron, right? I don't think that you are. I got an anonymous soap request today. I don't know who that one came from. Whoever did the Sixers, if you're a patron member, you're getting put up as anon. So, well, technically you're at the top of the list. Yeah, you're right where you're supposed to be exactly. Actually, so yeah, we got the Sixers in here. First aid kit by B-Dubs. Oh yeah, we got that Meg Myers from Rena. From Mia Mori. Shout out to her. And then we got Baby Metal Visibility 0. Well, guys, the Baby Metal fans haven't written me off yet, but the next one to go up is the one that I'm a little worried about. That's the one when I was asking them about if the other two girls did anything, and I feel like people are going to get really overprotective when they see that part, because they're going to be like, fuck this guy. What the hell is he trying to say? You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little worried about that third one. I feel like my Baby Metal fandom might be coming slowly to an edge. You have to let me know, Zero. You have to let me know. I'm a little concerned. They gave me grace on this last one. Elsie, I don't think I said hi to you either, friend. How are you doing? Okay, Beat Up said no Patreon. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh yeah, you like the hot milk shirt? This is from last night. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you the full stand up. You know what I'm saying? There you go. There you see the full thing. You know what I mean? They put on a great set last night for sure. They were awesome. Homie, who the screamer? His screams might have even been even better than his cleans last night. Like he was smoking the screams for sure. And he was, like I say, he was killing it all around. But I was really blown away at like how great the harshes were from him last night for sure. Because that's normally kind of like some of the harder ones to kind of like nail every single time. You know what I mean? But he was cooking. He was cooking for sure. Oh, there she is. What's up, okay? I love your handle too. I love your handle. It still makes me laugh every time I see it. I got a Poppy Tours t-shirt last night at the concert. Oh, you went and saw Poppy last night? How was that? Was she good? I've heard she's good live. Was it as good as you had anticipated there, Elsie? Road to Resistance is a tough one to foul up on, Johnny. Poppy is even better live, and I love my tour shirt. Fire. Did she play Crystallized? That's like my favorite song from her. I love that one. I can't help it. That's one of my favorites from her. Did she do Crystallized? I'd be losing my damn mind if I was at the show and she was playing that. Everybody would look at me like I was crazy, I think, for sure. You're going to have to pick my brain about Poppy later. Yeah, I have thoughts on her. But, you know, nothing really like negative. Nothing really negative like that. No one liked the opener. Who opened? Now I'm curious. Now I'm really curious. She did Crystallize and all of my favorites. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you had a good time at the show. I'm glad it was a good night. Yeah, we like Angel and Jessica were saying, like every band that played last night had a great set. I was not familiar with the second band that played, and I still can't remember their damn name. I looked them up and everything. Savage Hands. They were Southern Maryland boys too. They, you know, and Colorado, you know, the lead singer. He reminded me of every one of your friends. Oh shit! It looked like a Capitol Clubhouse like reunion. Up there for sure. As soon as they said they were from Southern Maryland, I was like, I can see that. I can see that for sure. I was like, yeah, you remind me of like everybody in La Plata and Waldorf fam, like for sure. But they were good. They were good. They had a great set. They had a couple of songs that were some absolute heat. Absolute heat. I know they said it. I told you guys I'm terrible about song names. I'm terrible about band names. I'm terrible about all these things now. That's the day and age of the internet. You know what I mean? When I used to have to walk to work with a Walkman and a CD, and I had to bring the one CD with me, so I only had 2 things of CDs and 2 albums to listen to. I knew every single song. I knew what number it was on the damn record. I could tell you everything about it. But that's now I got so much more music in my repertoire. I can't keep up with all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it was definitely nap time worldwide. 1,000%. All right. Let me make sure the list is correct still. Let's see. Okay, the next one in the list should be Aurora, and then Audiva, and then the Sixters. All right, Aurora is next. Peter. Let's switch up the vibe, y'all. Let's switch up the vibe. Shout out to Peter for the request. It has been a minute since we've done a Peter Aurora request, but he is one of the many, what does she call them? Weirdos. And what are the fan base called again? Again, I'm terrible, yo. I really can't remember nothing. They're weirdos and something, right? I can't remember. Y'all will remind me. Shout out to Peter for the request. Believer. Oh, this is Imagine Dragons cover potentially. Okay. Believer. What's the legend? Dado? Is that maybe like where they're at or something? I don't know. Probably. Let's see. Let's see if Aurora can make me a believer of this song. You know what I'm saying? Already better. She killed it. She smoked it. This is the best cover I've ever heard in my life. You know what I'm saying?
First thing first, I'ma say all the words inside my head.
Again, I'm gonna say it again. Better than the original already. Better than the original. A whole different feeling to it. This song actually means something. That's one thing that has bothered me about that fucking band. Is I always felt like the lyrics of their songs were so damn good, but it was way too poppy for me. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. I'm the guy who likes the sad shit to sound really happy, but they were like almost too happy. You know what I mean? Where it was really going above like everybody's fucking head, like what he was like really talking about in a good majority of those songs. I feel the same way about 21 Pilots. I feel like nobody understands what the fuck that he's even really talking about. And okay, all right. She may be a believer already.
Say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Ooh, the way that things have been. Ooh, second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea. Ooh, the master of my sea. Ooh, singing my heartache to my brain, take up my message from the vein, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty in the pain. Pain, you make me a believer. Pain, you take me up, you break me down, believer. Pain,
and she's doing everything that I like about her in the first place. You know what I mean? I love the fact that she always does like harmonies that way and just makes like those. She just does that with her voice. She has such a pretty and amazing voice. Like I said, where I feel like almost anything that she does is always going to sound amazing. But my God, doesn't she not bring so much more emotion, I feel like, to this song? Again, the original song, personally, I liked it. I liked it from the first listen. I've always, that's kind of been my thing. I know I probably sounded like I was kind of hating on Imagine Dragons earlier, and I'm really not trying to. Shout out to them. But their music, I feel like, has always been good. It's like every time I've ever heard their songs, I'm like, they're good. They make great stuff, and from what I have seen of like their live performances and stuff like that, like they're pretty damn good live too. So for some reason, again, I feel like there's when I feel like you're missing a little bit of the mark of like, again, I feel like that's just my interpretation of like where I feel like. When I listen to this original track, it makes me, like I said, I break down and I dissect all the lyrics that he puts in it. You're like, wow, there's a lot in there. But when you listen to the song and you just take it for face value that way, you don't get that same feeling from it. At least not me personally, right? But like, again, you break it down, you slow it down on this piano, you change the tempo. You change the tempo of this song. And everything, all the emotion of all those lyrics really come to life. And I would feel like it'd be the same thing if he would do a slow down, breakdown version of this song too. But I feel like he would do the same thing. You know what I mean? It came from his pen. It came from his mind, and I know that he feels those things. Again, he just puts it out in this way where it's so much more digestible to people who don't necessarily know exactly what the fuck he's even talking about and how he's feeling. Like I said, she gave me goosebumps when she was doing the Believer part. And I knew what was coming. I knew what was coming, and I knew it was going to sound great. I knew it was going to sound pretty. I knew she was going to just sit here and cook on just this uber pretty, sounding whatever. And it still gave me goosebumps. That's Aurora, though. That's Aurora. She's just gonna be doing it. I ain't got no sleeves on today, guys. It's getting warmer. The goosebumps are coming back out. You know what I'm saying?
The things stirred all the prayer to the people up above. All the hate that you have seen has turned your spirit to a dove. Ooh, your spirit to a dove. Ooh, I was choking in the crowd, leaving my heart up in the clouds, falling to ashes on the ground, hoping to drown into the pain.
How many people knew that those were the lyrics before you listen to this version? You know what I mean? How many times have you heard that song and you really heard, I'm hoping that I drown into the pain? Did you ever notice that before? Did you ever catch that listening to the original song? You know what I mean? As I said, I feel like you had to pay attention to notice kind of what he was really saying in that shit. Again, that song's a banger, though. That song is a banger. But again, I feel like in the wise words of Jay-Z, do you even listen to music or you just fast forward? This is one of those ones where I'm like, I've been hearing you, Imagine Dragons. I've been hearing you for a long time, and I feel like that stadium full of people wasn't hearing you the same way I was hearing you. But I'm glad that you got a stadium full of people out there. You know what I'm saying?
Pain, pain, you make me a believer, pain. You break me up, you break me down, believer, pain. Make the bullets fly, I let them rain. My luck, my love, my God, they came from pain. You make me a believer.
Beautiful.
You're the face of the future. You're the blood in my veins. You're the face of the future. You're the blood in my veins. You make me a believer. Pain, you break me up, you break me down, believer. Pain, you let the bullets fly, I let them rain. My luck, my love, my God, they came from pain. You make me a believer.
She's so fire, yo. She could have edited it right there, but she did it. She's like, I'm gonna let y'all breathe on it. I'm gonna give you a little bit more, just to put a little bit more seasoning on that chicken. She's a goat, yo. She's a goat. I think, Peter, shout out to you. Shout out to you for sure. But I was thinking during this time, because tomorrow we're totally trying to do cover day for at least like the first like hour. I think on the live stream we're gonna jump into covers, and this would have been perfect for that. This would have been perfect because the idea was like covers that may be better than the originals. Again, shout out to Imagine Dragons. That song is a banger. But this hits different. Oh, boy. The other thing I was sitting there thinking, I was like, when I hear this song, like, out in the world, at the baseball games, hockey games, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? You just hear it out in the world. It kind of makes you want to sing along with it. You know what I mean? If you like it, it makes you want to sing along with it. But with her, I was like, I can't sing along with this. Like, this is like so much more deep. You know what I mean? Like, I can't sing along with this. That's a great ass cover, yo. That might be one of the best covers that we probably ever covered on this channel. And again, I'm the toughest sell on this shit too. But again, she hits all the marks for me, right? Because one, male vocalist on the original track, so the fact that she's a female automatically puts her like in the, okay, cool, we're in the right side of cover land. And my God, did she not make this her own? You know what I mean? It's almost like this is how I feel like this song should have been made. That's kind of how I feel about it, because I feel like this is how it should have been made. It wouldn't have been as popular. Because it's not that anthem banger that the other one was. But my God, this is not where all the emotion really comes out of the lyrics of this one. Like I said, I feel like a lot of the lyrics got kind of drowned up in a little bit of the fact that it was very high, fast tempo, high pace. You kind of skipping a little bit over when he was like, you know what I mean? Like what was he all saying in there? You know what I mean? All you know is that he was going to end with pain. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the part where everybody got excited. I think that's all I got, guys. Shout out to Peter. You picked an amazing cover today, my friend. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room. Bye. Dave, what's up, friend? I don't think I said hi to you yet. I don't know if you've been in here, but what's up? How are you? Shira, I see you as well. Hope you're doing well, friend. Hope you're doing good. Who else popped in here? Kate Slate over on the Twitch side. How are you, friend? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Looks like all kinds of people are talking about Lord covers and stuff now. All right. Diva, I think you're next, friend. I think Ghost Kill is yours, correct? I believe. We'll move this one down too. Steven, moving a couple things down. Just in case, friend, just in case. All right. We did Aurora Believer. That should be the only song I know in here today. Let's see. All right, I got Ghost Kill Aftermath. I got the Sixers Psychedelic 2. First Aid Kit by Wolf. Meg Myers, Heart Head. Baby Metal, Road of Resistance. And Elmira Elfaki, Forever Overdose. Ooh, that sounds emo. That'd be sounding emo there, Russ. Aldiva says these guys are just over 1,000 subs, so if you like them, like and subscribe. Do that for sure. Do that for sure if you do. Let's see. Where are these guys from? Do you know Aldiva? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look just to see. Ghost Kill Band. Oh, you said it's emo core? Russ, is it? Where are they from? Swedish. Sweden. No, that's a different band that it's answering. Naomi Shaposhnik? I don't know. You didn't get that far? It's all good. Yeah, it's not looking like there's a bunch of other bands with Ghost in the name that are coming up for like where they're from, so I'm not exactly sure, but that's okay. That's okay. We will find out eventually. All right. Next on the list, we got Ghost Kill. The song is called Aftermath. New artist to me. New artist, I believe, to the Foxtrot family. And this one is coming to us from our friend Adiva. So shout out to her for the request on this one. And it looks like this song is from April 18th. So it's only been out for a handful of days. So the song is brand new. Let's go ahead and check out what Ghost Kill has to offer us.
We blend regret.
boy, that drum fill was fucking crazy right there. Hold on, I gotta listen to that one more time.
I'm covered in blood from head to toe. The aftermath spreads everywhere. How long I have to know before you have your last bite of me?
Ah, that's what I was waiting for, man. That's what I was waiting for. I was like, please tell me there's some harsh vocals in this. This has got way too much of a great sound and not give me some harsh vocals in here somewhere.
This conspiracy striking me with views I didn't wanna see, not ever. Need to get out of the stormy weather. I thought we'll always be together. Summer fade at a different mood, learning something I never knew. All the things you said were fake.
Ah, that's what I'm saying, baby. Oh my god, the chorus is so good. That's what I'm saying. The first time I heard her, like, do like the chorus, where like she kind of has like those little points where she kind of like brings her voice up to kind of like break a little bit. That's what I was saying. I'm like, please tell me she screams, because I'm like, she's kind of, I was like teetering on it, like on at the end of like those the like. Again, I feel like you're hearing it like in her vocal register, like during this chorus, where I'm like, ah, it's so fire. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it other than I feel like we're like reaching that point where your voice just starts to crack a little bit, where it's like you're crossing over into the harshes. I can't believe this is happening to me. That's a definition of an emo lyric right there. You know what I mean? I know I throw emo out there a lot, friends. I know that I do. But that's an emo lyric. That's an emo lyric. So this is right in the emo bag. Emo adjacent, whatever you want to call it. Man, that drummer, I'm telling you, shout out to the drummer in this one for sure, because they are making their presence known in the background. You know what I'm saying? I love me a drummer that can like keep my attention and just not just keep the beat back there. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's what I feel like separates the good ones from the bad ones in that aspect. Is I feel like you gotta give us a little bit of sugar and spice of like that you're just back there versus just keeping time. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people that just keep time back there. You know what I'm saying?
Lost everything, living away.
that shit is fire. That way they edited that too was so hard. Ugh, that shit was sick. All right, let's definitely subscribe. I think we already gave them a thumbs up. All right, again, guys, if there's already a heart on it from the band, that means you know what to do. You just got to hit the thumbs up button. That way the song will get pushed to the next person who needs to hear it. They're going to get some fire teddies too. Fire Teddy. I don't know why it gives it 2. There we go. Shout out to Ghost Kill. The song was pretty fire. Like I said, that song is brand spanking new. Brand spanking new. I liked the walls breaking down and like the visualizer. I think it kind of ties together with like the overall like storyline of kind of like just the heartbreak and the sorrow, the anger, it all falling apart that way. This song is called Aftermath, like, you know, this is the after feeling of the events that have taken place, you know what I mean? So I feel like all that ties together and translates really well. I think the overall sound of this is really great. And yeah, I got excited about the harsh vocals in here because I like her screams. I feel like she's really legible, and I feel like when they chose to incorporate it, I think was all in the right times, because I think that the clean vocals sound really nice and pretty. So, and again, I'm a sucker for like the give me the harsh and then give me the pretty and the clean, you know, and make that wonderful mess together just work in a perfect way. And I feel like this is a good example of that for sure. So I want to give Diva another thank you for the request on this one. Be kind to a stranger, tell somebody that you love them, and if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. Nayri, how are you, friend? How are you? You missed the heartbreak and the sorrow. Yeah, you missed quite a bit. You missed quite a bit. We've been through a handful of songs now. We're a little all over the place, though. A little all over the place. But we're happy that you're here now, friend. We're happy that you're here now. Make sure you go follow Nayri on Instagram for sure. She was putting out a bunch of videos and little shorts and stuff like that for altars earlier today. I shared one of them in my story. So if you don't know how to find her, you know, go into my stories on Instagram, and then you can click on the reel, and then you can go right to Nayri's page. Give her a follow for sure. She put out at least 3 that I saw of like little like just, you know, her doing her artwork thing, you know, promoting the song, little snippets of the songs and all that, you know, they're all pretty fire. So make sure you go give her some love for sure. Lady Lynx, how are you, friend? How are you? I don't think, looks like I see TX2 in your name. I see TX2 in your name. I did promise somebody else today in the comment section that I will be doing TX2 some point tomorrow. So Steve, just mental note, the new TX2 song we're going to do some point tomorrow after we get out of the cover land. Yeah, I know she's barely on IG, but we still got to give you some love. You know what I'm saying? We still got to get your numbers up. That way you can still get some more friends to see your stuff when you put it out there. More people to share. More people to share. You know what I'm saying? You are great today, and you love TX2. Happy to hear it. Happy to hear it. Yeah, we always have a TX2 friend show up, typically almost every Wednesday, asking us to do TX2. So that's why I'm getting on the front side saying I already got TX2 playing for tomorrow. So you TX2 fans of the world, well, we're going to check out the new song tomorrow. Because the snippet that I heard, I'm like, I think it's cool. I think it sounds really damn good already. So I'm excited. Ghost Killer from Israel. No shit. No shit. That's wild. That's wild. Would have never guessed that. Would have never guessed that. Not in a million years. All right. Well, we got the Sixers up next, and I'm not sure who gets a shout out on this one, but shout out to them for sending in the soap request on this one for sure. Psychedelic 2. This is like brand new, right? Like brand new? Yeah, 3 days ago new. 3 days ago new. Let's see. Is there anything in the... Let's see what's in the description on this one. Sometimes there's like stuff in here. The Sixers are back with Psychedelic 2, a hypnotic, colorful explosion of sounds and visuals that take you somewhere completely new. This music video dives headfirst into a trippy, surreal world where nothing is quite as it seems. And we're loving every second of it. From swirling colors to unexpected twists, this is unlike anything the Sixers have ever done. They poured their hearts, minds, and a whole lot of glitter into every frame, and it shows. Could this be the start of a bold new chapter? Stick around to find out. Thank you for supporting the Sixers. P.S. The song will be released soon on all streaming platforms. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe with the Sixers for more and more of their stories. Got it. Got it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and check out Psychedelic 2.
Hi babe, you tell me again, where are you? I can't find you. Look up, I'm waving you from the plane. See, I'm there.
Okay, I got distracted, guys. I got distracted. If you watched any of the live streams in the last month or so, you might have heard somebody talk about the Amish hat. I can't even remember where it started or when it originated. I think it was a Romaine video. I think it was Mr. Romaine that was wearing the hat that got us all started on this Amish hat thing. And I'm not saying that she's got an Amish hat on, because she doesn't. Because it's not. It's definitely not one. But it definitely set my mind in that direction, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to listen to her lyrics all over again, because I got distracted. The first thing I thought of was, I was like, damn, this is... After reading Psychedelic Vibes, it might be the subliminal messaging of hearing that, but I was like, yeah, it totally gives off like psychedelic, like chill vibes, like off the rep. And the song is called Psychedelic, you know what I mean? So it definitely has already got a vibe to it.
Hi babe, you tell me again, where are you? I can't find you. Look up, I'm waving you from the plane. See, I'm there, and I'm so sorry I can't be bound to one place. You know I'll always be safe. I'm in the car or in the train. I love it cause it makes sense. The breeze embarrass me. I have strange thoughts, but it's so fun. I'm here and I'm everywhere. Each trip has its place in my memory. Smile, don't be sad. Hey, come here, I'll reminisce in many years.
I'm digging the vibe in this. I feel like one of the things that I've always really liked about their music is I feel like, again, I say this a lot about artists that we tend to come back to a lot on the channel. And it's been a while since we've done the Sixers, but I'm pretty sure that it's the last time they dropped a new song was the last time that we did something from them. So we try to keep up with them a little bit on the channel. And I think that I've said this probably almost in every reaction that I've said. And if I haven't, I'm going to say it now. Where their music always makes me think about something. If you're not familiar with this band, they're originally from Ukraine, and I don't think that they stay there anymore. I want to say that they're in Germany now, but this band has been through like a ton of stuff when it comes to like just what they've had to deal with when it comes to the war in Ukraine, leaving Ukraine, families moving to new countries, which which made them like had to like switch up with different like members within the band. And there's been a lot more consistency recently, in my understanding of kind of like the overall lineup. But they've had some people that have come in and out throughout the journey. And really, no matter what song that I've heard from them, I feel like what has always blown me away with them is like they always just create great stuff. And for such young musicians, and like for like, you know, the fact that they're all a lot older now from some of the first videos that I ever watched from them, they have just like, I feel like have just grown as songwriters like so incredibly fast, and they were always really great at it, you know. And despite having to go through so much obstacles with this that they've had to face like within their journey so far, as just as a band, it really hasn't affected the music and the quality of the music, if that makes any sense. It might have affected some of the timing and processes, but in terms of quality, they haven't missed like anything at all. And like I said, and this is another one of those songs where I'm like, it is sending me in a journey that making me think about stuff that's like not necessarily related to this song, but the lyrics are making me think about things. And again, that's what I feel like is the best takeaway from any art form, is when it can make you feel something. And that's why I like this band, because, you know, their lyrics and the mood and the vibe of the songs make me think and feel about things. Does that make sense?
Roads, cities, spaces. Every day brings another places. Every night brings another air. Colored lights and sparkly flares. Roads, cities, spaces. Every day brings another places. Every night brings another air. Colored lights and sparkly flares. Colored lights and sparkly flares. Every day, another air, and every day, another air, another air.
Oh shit! And it just ends. I was just catching the vibe again. You know what I mean? That little riff in this shit is just electric in that kind of way, where it's got that psychedelic feel to it, where you're just kind of like, it's just groovy. You know, it does kind of make you just feel that way. Another thing I feel like I've always appreciated about this band is, again, that they take the little of what they have in terms of a concept of let's film this video in like one location and let's make it interesting. And I feel like they've done that in almost every video that I think that they have done, where again, it's just simple concepts, but like it doesn't really lose anything. And I feel like it doesn't like add so much more volume, I think, to the overall song itself, but it doesn't hurt it in any ways. You know what I mean? And so like I feel like that we talk about that sometimes on the channel, about how sometimes like the video can either make like sway your opinion one way or the other about what you're listening to. And in this one, I feel like it's not like some like a crazy addition to it, but it's like it's a fun visualizer to add to the vibes and the feelings of the song. I think it's all I got for this one, guys. Make sure you go support the Sixers for sure. Give them some thumbs up, some shares. Share it with your neighbor. You know what I mean? Your neighbor still needs to hear. They knock on their door, give them some cookies or something, and be like, hey, there's this song called Psychedelic 2 by the Sixers that you should probably check out, you know, if you like good music and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. All right. First aid is B-Dubs. B-Dubs is next. B-Dubs and then Meg Myers. And then Baby Metal. Wait a minute. Zero. You're a Patreon member, aren't you? Yeah, you're a Patreon member. We need to move you up, friend. We actually technically need to do you next, if we're being for real. If we're being honest, you get patron priority, my friend. I didn't even think about that, my guy. My bad. My bad, bro. We're gonna go from Ukraine to Japan now. The neighbor that you like listens to bad country music. What is bad country music to you, Russ? You know what I mean? Oh boy. When the sun goes down. We sadly have to leave. 9 to 5 will be calling in some hours. Emo adjacent, smiley face. We really appreciate hanging out together for a while. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you again, guys. Vase of Hidden. Thanks for you guys for stopping by and hanging out with us tonight. It really does mean a lot. Appreciate you guys. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope you have a good day at the 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Emo adjacent. I love the fact that you love that. Farm emo. All right. Our good buddy Zero, one of the newer patron members of the group, might be still the newest one. I think he might still be the newest one. Maybe. I don't know. Getting into more Baby Metal. Another live performance. I don't think this is from the same show. I don't think it's from the same show. Live at PIA Arena 2023. It might be. This might be all from the same set. But I haven't paid that close attention to these live shows, like where they've been. So we did like 2 in a row, and now this is the 3rd live set one. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. Shout out to Zero again for keeping us on the Baby Metal train. Okay, it can't be the same show because I feel like each one of that we've watched had like some sort of introduction to it. So I still don't know if those other ones that I even watched were even like the intros to those concerts. But this for sure seems like, hey, we just hit the stage and we showed up with these flags, which I thought was pretty damn cool. You know, that's like a a fire way to kind of just show up, like you just bam, you're there, and then you guys all got the flags. So I thought that was pretty sick. Bro, they got like, hold on. Hold the phone. Do you see this? Look at all the pits that are already being created. They're just already there. There's already there's always somebody in the middle. There's always somebody in the middle. It happened last night, guys. We were in Baltimore. We were at a show. And, you know, homie said, I need it wall to wall, right? And everybody was getting wall to wall. And this one guy just decides that he is the one exception to the rule. You know what I mean? There's always one guy. It's always a guy. I swear, it's never a girl. There's never a woman out there who is the one person that's like, I'm gonna defy everybody. It's never happening. It's always some dude that's like, the rules don't apply to me. I won't get hurt by the wall of death because I'm indestructible. It's always some dude. Always some dude. You know what I mean? There's one guy right here. There's another guy right here. And there's another one right there. There's always one. There's always one. But you know what? It also makes me really happy to hear, though, guys, because we talked about this a little bit in the last Baby Metal one, because there was some Japanese people out there that said, fuck you, Johnny. Japanese people have so much more respect for themselves that we don't do childish behavior like circle pits at our shows, which made me upset because I'm like, you know, I was born in Japan. You know what I mean? I'm not Japanese, but I was born in Japan. So it made me a little upset to know that the Japanese brothers and sisters out there didn't get down like that. You know what I mean? Because I take some things for face value. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't quite believe it. I was like, there's no way. There's no way that an entire group of people decide that we just don't do this at shows. So when y'all said, hey, there's constant stuff going on at Baby Metal concerts, I thought that was pretty damn fire. But, you know, like, no matter who you are, no matter where you are in the world, no matter what circle pit we're talking about, there's always that one guy in the middle that the rules don't apply to him. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you what, too, when that wall's closing in, they're all going to clothesline them. They're all going, all those people who were there to have a good time, they're all going to go fuck that person up right after that, which I think was what they want. But I don't know. Those are the people who tend to get hurt in these situations. Let's let them cook now. I feel like when somebody said that in the comments, there's a lot of made comments in the comments about how like you really can't like none of their songs are really going to sound like the next one, and that there's not really like a huge kind of like range that they have, but it's all like this like it's like metal meets like happy pop music at the same time. I think I made a comment about how they can kind of give like I think I made a comment about them giving like cheerleader vibes, I think, in the first one. But again, I feel like it's kind of that same kind of feeling where it's like a lot of like happiness over like this fast metal shit. You know what I mean? Like the guys on the whoever's playing the guitars, the people on the guitars are in the drums and all that, like the instrumentation side of the house, like when you just think about that, like it's just like wow, like, you know, solid, fucking solid. And then like when you just take the vocal side of it, you know what I mean? It's just like you're mixing like all that happy pops kind of sound to it and putting it over that extremely like metal feeling. Like I said, everybody's like moving a million miles a minute in these pits, and like it's just if I could talk, there's just like a certain energy about it where I feel like it's almost kind of unmatched. Where I feel like that's what the baby metal fans of the world enjoy about this band. Is like it's this unique experience that I don't feel like there's anything else out there that kind of matches like this same kind of energy. I feel like they're the one of. There's probably bands that they're probably ripping off the idea at this point, but in terms of like the first to do something, I can't think of anything that has ever sounded like this. You know what I mean? Not that I'm some huge person that is uber familiar with, you know, Japanese rock or anything like that, period. But I don't think there's anybody else like them. At least from what I know out there in the world. You know what I mean? Everything is so synchronized, too, with the fans. That's what I'm saying. Like, all the moments when you're supposed to put your hand up and you're supposed to go, yeah, 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 or whatever, like, everybody just knows. Everybody just knows, and like it's almost like everybody's been here a million times. These little sections too that they got in this like concert setting is kind of like you're like going into like your own little general admission section like thing. It's pretty wild. There's probably a lot of people in there too. I haven't really seen, I don't think I've ever been to a concert that had anything set up like this before. Lots of space in between the stuff, too. It's probably safer. Probably less people probably get hurt in this situation, I would imagine. There's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason. You hear those drums back there, bro? Listen to those drums. Okay, so I see now. I see. It looks like this is supposed to be the fox symbol. So that's pretty fire. That is pretty fire. Performed on day 2 of this arena show. They did back-to-back arena sets. That right there is telling you something already. You know what I mean? That's how they started off the concert, fam. That's almost the way they ended that shit. It's almost like they were closing down. Like, all right, see y'all later, bye. But that's how they started. I don't really know what else to say other than like what I've already said. You know what I mean? I feel like it's happy energy over like crazy metal shit. You know what I mean? And I feel like it works. It works. It does what it's supposed to do. It gives you very uplifting like energy and like in a lot of the way that like the I feel like that's the overall point of the song, right? The song is supposed to make you feel like that. So I feel like that translates. I really appreciate the fact that they also have the closed captioning on here too, because it also helps a lot. It also helps a lot. It helps me a little bit more understand what the hell is going on in terms of like the lyrical content on the side of the house. So that definitely helps, I think, quite a bit when I can't understand necessarily what they're always saying with the God, if I could talk. I'm trying to think of the proper word. The language barrier. There we go. I got there eventually. I think that's all I got for this one, guys. Shout out to Zero. Shout out to Zero for the request on this one. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. Oh, boy. It's like Simon Cowell does metal. That's wild. That's funny. That's funny. Have a good night, Ma. Have a good night. This came later in the set. They usually end this show with the song. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Then maybe there was an encore moment they came out for or whatever. That might have been what it was. The encore moment. I think Zero might have been there for that. Either that or he just knows. He just knows. All right. First aid kit. That's B-dubs, right? First aid kit, B-dubs. What time is it? Oh, yeah, we're doing good on time. We're still doing good on time. Oh, yeah, switching up the vibes, fan. That's what we do around here. We go from one extreme to the next. These come off the Blu-rays. Gotcha. Now we'll take a time to shout out to the lurkers, no chatters out there in the world. You know what I mean? Those of y'all holding it back in the background. Those of y'all who said hi and I didn't see it. Those kinds of people. First aid kit are sisters Clara and Johanna Sodenberg from Stockholm, Sweden. Well, thanks, B-dubs. Shout out to B-dubs. This is his song request, or their song request, excuse me. This is a new artist to me. I have not heard of First Aid Kit before. Kind of a cool band name for sure. Song is called Woof. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Check it out. Fire.
the sun would set, the trees were dead, and the rivers were none. And all fortress to lead me back from this place. But there was no sound, there was only me and my disgrace.
Oh boy. All right, we want to stop right there. All right, let's start with this fact that this video is super fucking sick. What they did with the visuals in this one is so fucking cold. So fucking cold. Like the wolf thing, like on her face with the glow, with like the shadow and shit. Oh my god, the way it was kind of like just that. I said everything about this video is sick as fuck. All right, we got that out of the way. I don't do this very often. But we're gonna take the moment to say this today. We talked about this very briefly at the beginning of the stream. I kind of made a comment about it. But now we're going to get into a little bit more. I never know which song is going to be the one that like hits me the way that it needs to hit me that day. And which one is going to be the one. I talk about this in my video about like who I am and like why I started my channel in the first place. Where I talk about how like a song will save my life every day. Whether it's a song that I knew before or whether it's something that just comes new into my world, but music saves my life pretty much every single day. And this is one of those ones where like as it kept going, I was like, it's only getting better, it's only getting better, it's only getting better. This is the one. This is the one today. I don't even have to finish it. That's how much I love this song. This song's already in the playlist. This song it's in a hot handful of them. It's in a hot handful of them. So, B-dubs, take this as the gold star that it is. Appreciate the request on this one, my friend. All right. I made it through it. We want to subscribe. Thumbs up. Yeah, this is definitely one of those songs that's gonna make me cry for sure. Not today. Like I said earlier in the stream, today's not the day for it. I think I'm a little too numb today to cry. But it definitely gives me all the feels. It's gonna definitely happen. The waterworks are coming for sure. It almost happened. It almost happened this time. And like I said, I'm pretty fucking numb today. So you get a gold star, my friend. You get a gold star. Where, as a badge of honor that it is. Again, I did not say that a song saves my life in a reaction very often. It's maybe been like 5 times. Maybe like 5 times. At the most. That's all I got for this one, guys. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. Sebastian, have a good night, friend. Have a good night, friend. I think we're down to the last 2 songs right now. Seeing how we're feeling. We got Meg Myers, Heart Head is next. This one is coming from Mia Mori. I feel like we need to say Mia Mori for sure, so that way, like the artist and the band, like as a whole, gets like the like, hey, we should go check out Mia Mori then. You know what I mean? Maybe. The Meg Myers is great. Well, Rena did say that this was, I think, in the Discord, that this was one of the singers I think that she looked up to, or one of those singers that made her want to sing one day or something like that. Pause often. Oh, is this the Warner? This is the Warner Brothers one. You got a Warner brother. You got a Warner brother before we do a Warner brother song. We got to make sure we pause. I got to put my ultimate game face on for sure. Then got to think of good things to say. All right, Joe. You have a good night too, friend. You have a good night, sir. Appreciate you for hanging out with us. All right. So the next song we got on the list is Heart Head by Meg Myers. I am not familiar with Meg Myers. This request is coming to us from our friend Rena. She is the lead singer in a band called Mia Mori. And if you haven't heard of Mia Mori before, I'll make sure I leave all the links in the description. You go check them out. You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Really great band. You should just do it. You should just do it. I don't even need to tell you what kind of music they make. You know what I'm saying? Just check them out. Check them out. She's got us checking out a new artist to me today with Meg Myers. So let's go ahead and see what Meg Myers got to offer us. Let you marinate on that too. Oh my God. What is this? Oh my God. All the emotion after that too. This part gives me goosebumps each time I hear it. I love it when they like make you like I said, when they make you marinate on it. You know, like when they give you the line and then like just think about it now. Just sit there and think about what I just said. Oh man, homegirl going through it. How does she get off with another man now? I feel like this video, in like all of it, there's a simpleness to it, but I feel like it's just emotional and powerful all at the same time. Like her dragging like this, like burning like bush or tree around type shit, like through the woods and all that. I don't know. Like there's just like this stillness and this like kind of like almost like scary vibe to it, where like she's almost kind of like she's unpredictable. I don't really know how to describe it. But I feel like it's Like, again, emotional and powerful. God damn it, that shit was fire as fuck. This is not even new, yo. This is from 11 years ago. She only doubled down on everything I said. All the emotion, all the emotion, all the power in this one. You know, I've had quite a few conversations with people over the years that have asked me, how could you ever listen to anybody that screams? Or the harsh vocals of life and all that, and those kinds of music, right? This is a perfect example of why. Of why. She had like harsh vocals in this without it being like harsh vocals. She just let the real emotion out of her voice, and whatever happened is what happened. And that's what I feel like the harsh vocals a lot of times in songs is those moments where that's what it feels like, where it's just, you know what I mean? I gotta get it out this way. And so I feel like that part at the end where she just was just going off, so fucking amazing. So fucking amazing. That's really all I got for that. That shit was so fucking fire. This one's definitely going to the playlist for sure. I like the song quite a bit. Like I said, I feel like I felt everything throughout this entire goddamn thing, and I feel like that's when you pour your heart on a platter. You know what I mean? People gonna feel it, and I feel like this is exactly what this is. You know what I mean? So, fucking fire. Make sure you go check out Mia Mori. Make sure you do that for sure. Tell them how much you fuck with their music. You know you want to. You know the links are down there. I'll even throw a video in there for you, so that way you can go right to a song. You know what I'm saying? I won't even make you have to pick. I'll throw one in there for you. Go ahead, check them out. Tell them how much you fuck with their music. That's all I got for this one, guys. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. Okay, we might have to add you. Okay, we might have to add you to the list of songs that you. We gotta do one from you every Foxtrot family night or something now. I need you to put me on more artists, fam. All right, I think we got time for two more, yo. I think I'm gonna do this Sylvia Verdue one, and then we're gonna end with Russ with Amira Elfeki. Elfeki. Someone tell me how to say her name, please. Elfeky. How the hell are you supposed to say that? Elfkey? Elfkey? Kate Slate says, how do you request a song? Well, that's a difficult question to ask. There's a few ways. I try to give as many shout out requests as I possibly can. But at the end of the day, if we're going to be for real, I don't monetize any of these streams. So, I make very little money, if anything, off of the reactions that we do here. So most of it is based off of donation requests. So if you make a donation request, you get higher priority. If you're a patron, you get requests probably more than, I should probably give you guys. But I do. And then we just have, like I said, shout out requests where we just try to fit those in whenever we really can. We try to give, especially newer people to the family, we try to give you at least like one shout out request. So that way you get a chance to at least get one song out there and request out there. There's also another way where if you want me just to check out music, put it in the Twitch channel on the Discord on there for sure. But really the biggest thing when it comes to shout outs is throwing it in the Discord and the music chat and having everybody else say, oh, Johnny should react to this. That's probably what gets you kind of moved up the list as far as shout outs are concerned, unless I just flat out give you one. Does that make sense? So, Kate Slate, because you are on the newer side of life, Did she dip out? She dipped out? I was gonna say if she gives me a request, then we would add it to probably tomorrow's list. That way there's no holds barred on the request, you know what I'm saying? And especially because you're on the Twitch side of life. I also thought about doing that where basically, like, you know, if you're hanging out on Twitch, I'd give you reaction requests because you're on Twitch. So, you know, you're just kind of in the right place at the right time right now, Kate Slate. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then, of course, if you're an artist, then you get priority more than the rest of the group, for sure. Especially on new music from them. So, because Mia Moore has been hanging out with us since we checked out her music, she's been giving us some song requests, and she hasn't missed yet. So we keep rocking with some of her requests. She's been giving us fire, but basically it's because she keeps throwing them in the music chat, and like all the mods and everybody else is saying like, yeah, we need to add this one to the lineup because, like, you know, the people who've been here for a minute, they typically know what I'm gonna really like rock with heavy. So it's a good chance if you win Russ over, if you win over like Steve, you know what I mean, Maul, Pixie, all those kinds of people, all the moderators, if they're like, oh yeah, Johnny's gonna fuck with this one heavy, then you normally kind of get moved up somehow. There just might be a little bit of a delay on how quick it gets done. That's all. But you know, like I said, if you got a request, don't give it to us, and we might try to make it happen for you tomorrow. All right, the next artist I got on the list is a new one to me. Her name is Sylvia Verdue. I do not know much about her. I want to say that she is a newer artist. This song looks like it's brand new. It's only been out for a week, so the song is called Dear Edward. There's a music video to it. So if you guys know anything about Sylvia Verdue, please let me know. I know a few of y'all out there probably might have already heard of her. But for the rest of us, we're about to find out what she has to offer us. So let's go ahead and check out Dear Edward.
You've been alone in that house for some years now. How could you survive? They left you alone, innocent soul. They have no heart.
Already off to a very sad tone, so I'm I'm fucking with it. You know what I mean? I love me some good sad music, so I like the simplicity of this little riff in the beginning and just the sad lyrics telling the story. You know what I mean?
And if you could only see how much I feel like you, I would protect you and never let you go. I know how it is to be alone. Spark in your eyes, your beautiful hands. If they could only see you as I do. Your
Oh, baby, we went from being sad to being like, oh my God. So beautiful, so beautiful. We went from being like the sad intro, like, you know, whoever this person is that they're talking about, like I said, we're kind of painting the picture of like, damn, like that's like just kind of sad. But then like she coming in with like the, you know, I know what it's like to be alone. I would love and protect you. You know what I mean? That's beautiful. I love that. You know, then we went in a direction I wasn't prepared for.
You're like a brother with my mind. If someone touches you, just call my name. I'll help you. And if you could only see how much I feel like you, I would protect you and never let you go. I know how it is to be alone. And if you could only see how much I feel like you,
Let's see. She did a cover of the Warning song Sick. Okay. Got another Warning Army fan out there in the world making their music. We're going to hit subscribe for her. We're going to give her a thumbs up. We're going to give her an actual message. I love this one so much. This song makes me want to cry, to be honest. So beautiful. And we're going to give her a heart teddy. And I mean every word of that. I think that this song was actually really beautiful. Man, I'm over here talking about the whole day about how I'm too numb to cry today. I'm too numb to cry, but this one's kind of getting me a little bit. I've been softened up all night, I think. I've been softened up. This one kind of got me a little bit. Yeah, I think overall, I mean, in the start of her journey as a musician, I'm not sure how long she's been making music. I'm not sure how old she is at the moment. I'm not sure if that's mom on the drum kit or not, or or what's going on with who all's in the band or whatnot. But overall, I think that there's a lot of, I see a lot of potential here. I think that I see a good songwriter. I think that the melody was good. I liked the solo in it. And I just loved the honesty. I feel like that's one thing I've always loved about the music that I think that I'm drawn the most to, is I feel like the honest lyrics and the honest emotions. And even though I don't know the person that she's talking about, I know the feelings and the emotions of what she's talking about and what that looks like, and how made me think about people in my life that I felt like that. So, again, I'm always just happy that if a song or anything could just make me feel anything at all. So I'm appreciative that this one made me feel something. And I really am really curious to see what else Miss Sylvia Verdue has to offer out there in the world, especially if she has some more original music out there for sure. But I think I'm going to have to check out that Warning cover for sure, because I don't think I haven't watched too many Warning covers. There's only been a couple bands and artists that I've seen even do Warning covers. So we shall see. We might have to check one of those out for sure. But make sure you go give her some love and support for sure. Make sure you give her a thumbs up, a like, and tell her how much you appreciated this song and how much you like her music. So be kind to a stranger today. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. Have a good night, Rena. I appreciate you for hanging out with us tonight. Hope your head feels better. She's from Spain too? Okay, I was kind of wondering, because I did see that her and Nayla followed each other. So I was kind of wondering if she was also from Spain. So shout out to her for sure. All right. Okay, so we did that one. Oh, fuck. I'm in the wrong playlist. All right, Mr. Russ. We've reached the point of the evening where we've got your pick. We should do Jeremy and Jillian's cover of Sharks. They made a cover of Sharks? They make music like that? I didn't even know. How do I say this girl's name, Russ? How do I say her name? Is it Elfkey? Is it another pause one? Okay. Yo, I didn't even think about that. I barely paused at all during Homegirls. The last Warner Brothers, I barely paused at all. Shit. I didn't even realize. They made it heavier. Did they scream? Did they do a little like, there's something in the water? You know what I mean? Oh, another Warner brother. Well, Russ, I don't see you telling me how to say her name, so we gonna fuck it up and say it the wrong way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the point of the evening where it's become a tradition now where we end with our good buddy Russ's request. He is not telling me how to properly say this person's name, so he's probably trying to make me sound like an idiot. So apologize in advance if I say this artist's name wrong. Today we're checking out Forever Overdosed by Amira Elfke? Worst YouTuber ever. It's kind of Russ's fault, though. He wouldn't tell me how to properly say her name, so get mad at him. Get mad at Russ if I said it wrong. But shout out to them, and let's check out Forever Overdose.
Watching me drown in your sorrow.
We're starting out with a fucking vibe, bro. We're starting out with a fucking vibe. You never know what Russ... I never know what Russ is going to give me. I really don't ever know what he's going to give me. I feel like he just kind of like... He got like a little Rolodex back there somewhere, and he just kind of flips through it sometimes where he's like, we'll just go with that one today. You know what I mean?
Watching me drown in your sorrow. That's what you like. Pulling me under the surface. I'm choking on you. Consume my body like I got the appetite. Save me. You're the one that hurts the most. My forever overdose. Take me. Are you done enough for you? Drowning in euphoria. Over and over, you won't let me go. Rewrite our history, the pages have all been torn out.
Russ, baby, Russ. Sometimes I swear to God, man, like I said, he goes in that Rolodex and he pulls out the gold. This is so my bag, though. This is so my bag. This is again, Russ. I didn't know what you were gonna give me today, but it's perfect. It's perfect, bro. This is perfect. I fucking love this so much. Everything about this is a fucking vibe. Totally my bag. Totally my bag.
Have all been torn out. Try to break me down in phases, but you don't know. Consume my body like I got the appetite. Save me. You're the one that hurts the most. My forever overdose. Take me. Are you done enough for you? Drowning in euphoria. Over and over, you won't let me go.
I didn't even need all this little like metalcore shit that was in here. I was already sold on the song before we even got to this point. But boy, I'm not glad that this shit's in here. You know what I'm saying? I could just scream and shout for the rest of this video, I think, at this point. That shit was fucking hard, bro. That shit was hard. That's definitely a subscribe. 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, we gonna give that one fire, teddies. Fire. Fire, fire, fire. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Yeah. All right, Russ. You definitely get a gold star today for sure for that pick, my friend. I definitely appreciated the fuck out of that. I'm definitely going to have to get more familiar with this artist for sure, and I'm definitely going to have to figure out how to properly say their name, or else I'm going to feel dumb. I definitely need to figure out how to say their name properly. I don't really know what else to say. The video was sick as fuck. I love the overall aesthetic. Again, I didn't even realize there was like a band that was going to come in and fucking rock our socks off, like, you know what I'm saying? And fuck, everything about this was just great. The lyrics were great. Her voice sounds great. I love the fact that she was doing the falsettos throughout the entire thing, and especially in the verses. I'm sold, fam. I'm sold. I dug the fuck out of this. Shout out to Russ for the request. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. Again, I didn't even pause it very much, fam. God, I'm terrible about this. I really am. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm glad the stream didn't shut down. I'm glad the stream did not get shut down. Which one was better? I don't know. I just personally like this one better. He said, thanks, YouTube algorithm, for that one. So, great find, bro. Great find. Thank you, YouTube. Appreciate that, bruh. Bruv. Yes, we have reached the point of the Johnny's pick of the evening. And, Jessica, this will probably come at no surprise to you, since we're just coming off of the concert. I'm not going to play a Hot Milk song because I've already played Hot Milk on here before. If you're not familiar, go get more familiar with them. They got the stream shut down once before. No biggie, no biggie. We're not going to play them today, but we are going to play the other female band from yesterday. We are going to talk about South Arcade because, again, I don't even know if that reaction is even still on my channel anymore, but I did react to this song a long time ago when I first started. Little known fun fact about your boy. Like I said, I don't think this one's out there in the world anymore. But I did react to it once upon a time. So I have been familiar with this band since the start of my YouTube journey, which is probably around the time that they pretty much started as well. It has not been that they have not been a band that long. So I have kind of kept an eye on them for a while. And honestly, I didn't really see or didn't really think that they had a ton of stuff out there that showed like live perspective, right? Oh, Quinn, hey, what's up, friend? How are you? You literally came in for right at the end today, friend. You came right at the end. You came right at the end, but thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by, for sure. I'm gonna have to get, yeah, I think we do shout outs after this, so yeah, we'll give you a shout out still. Give you a shout out still, for sure. Where was I? South Arcade. Oh yeah. They I don't know how much they've really been on tour, guys, how many live shows they've really actually done out there in the world. Because again, I've been following this band for a hot minute, and most of the stuff I've seen has all been band practice. It hasn't been any like actual performances. So the fact that they're on tour in America for the first time right now, you know what I mean? They're out there making waves, you know what I'm saying? And like I told the friends yesterday, one thing I was very surprised about was there's a bunch of fucking guys bunch of fucking guys jumping up and down the entire time that they were up there. The entire time they were there, it was great to see this for an opening act, for like the opener. You know what I mean? So like to see so much energy, to see like the band actually do so fucking well too. You know what I mean? I thought it was actually extremely, extremely impressive. Like I said, I was really quite blown away of how good I thought that they were live. So I couldn't think of anybody else to play today. So I'm gonna play my favorite song from them. This song is called "Danger" by the band from United Kingdom, South Arcade. Fire, yo. Jessica asked if I even heard that song. I was in security for the first half of it, so I was like right outside the doors, so I heard it, and then I was inside for the second half. So I did get to catch it. And like I said, and then I got to hear Supermodel. Though what's the other song that she does too? With the oh man, I can't think of it now. I got to hear the slaps. What I didn't hear was the one that I didn't like. So that was probably before I actually made it inside. But for what I did catch of the set, they were fucking amazing. They sounded great live. Really, every band last night was fucking on point. So even the one that I had no idea who they were, they had like two songs that really like jumped out at me. Which is, again, tough to do when I don't fucking know you. You know what I mean? I don't know your song, don't know who you are, and you catch my attention. Like, that's a good sign. It might have been because they were Southern Maryland boys, and they reminded me of my buddy. Nah. You know, he never looked like that, but all of his boys did. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I got for you guys tonight. That is all I got for y'all. I want to say thank you first and foremost to the moderators. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to Russ. Shout out to Pixie. Shout out to Anna. And shout out to Maul. She sat by for a little bit, so shout out to her. Want to definitely appreciate all the artists that come by today. We'll start with Quinn. Appreciate her for stopping by. Appreciate Rena, for Mia Mori. Oh, my God. I'm gonna forget their fucking names already. We had so many new friends today. I want to make sure I get them all. Fuck, I'm clicking on the wrong shit. Vase of Hidden. Shout out to them. All the way from Sweden. Shout out to Shrink the Giant. All the way from us. All the way from the great state of Utah. I'm always going to call it the great state now. And shout out to Grimfell. And Nayri the Witch, man. We had so many fucking friends that stopped by today, man. That's awesome. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to everybody who come by and hang out with us tonight. Again, we'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to start off with some covers, and then we're going to just get into some regular reactions after that. So if you got a cover out there that you think is better than the original song, now is the time to put it in the Discord. Now is the time to put it in the Discord, and it might make it on there tomorrow. Not just good covers, guys. Not just good. It has to be great. It has to be Aurora covering Imagine Dragons great. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be one of those things where the original artist can't watch me talk about their cover. The cover of the song. You know what I mean? Kind of like this Imagine Dragons one. If they see what I said about them in that video, they'd probably say, fuck that guy for life, and they would never support anything I did. So, I pretty much did Aurora stole their song. So that's the kind of covers we're looking for tomorrow. Remember, guys, you're not listening to a song, right? If you can't tell, it's a banger in the first 5 seconds. And I love you all. You got to make sure that you bathe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you on the Discord. Y'all be good to one another. And that's all I got, y'all. I think it's all I got. I don't got a wee-haw on me today, y'all. I started out this entire thing where I told y'all I'm numb, I'm depressed, and I'm fucked up. And I didn't cry today. So it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.